Hey YouTubers, this video is going to be from Pacific Beach up to Port Angeles, Washington.
Following my friend in front of me. I don't know how crooked that is. I don't want to have to do a ton of editing, but I'm going to have to. So this isn't very far, but it's going to take a long time. Most of it is driving slow. Vinny's still laying on the bed. Kiki's under a chair. We'll see if they'll get settled in. We'll probably make some stops. So yeah, when the scenery gets a little bit better, I'll show you more. If Vinny stays on that bed, it'll be the greatest thing in the history of history. We'll see. Yeah, a lot of this is 30-mile-an-hour speed limit.
I might have to apologize a little bit, but with the marine layer of haze and bright sky and the deep greens of the trees, the GoPro really struggles. It kind of blows it out.
There's Vinny.
That might actually be a record for the one-eared diabetic cat not riding on my lap. Usually it's every foot of the way, but this time he was settled back there. Must have been the lower speeds. He gets really nervous in the van, so I have to let him ride on my lap. Now, if you don't want to watch the rambling and the driving and some music that I'm going to put in here in a bit, jump to 1355 for beautiful Ruby Beach. It is really glorious. I think you'll enjoy it. This video got long, so this is part 1 to Ruby Beach, and then part 2 will be from there up to beautiful Lake Crescent and beyond.
Oh, bouncy, bouncy. When I follow, I don't need to be right on top of somebody.
This windy drive on 101 along the coast of Washington State on the Olympic Peninsula really is a fun drive. I highly suggest it. You should do this. Come on.
Okay, there's a bunch of this. The monotony of beauty, you know? It's good in person, as I say a lot, but I don't know how good it is for video. We're heading to the 101. Go. This is the sad parts when you see where they've come in and logged everything so heavily. But I guess they just do clumps of it. And that's what they just do near the roads, you know, when you go back logging roads and stuff, it's probably even more sad, but you know, we use trees.
So we've reached that point where I'm going to stick in some music. Again, I always hope I pick something decent. Here we go. What a beautiful drive.
This really is pretty. Nice and cool too. After that friggin' heat dome. And there's a car behind us, but heck, we're going faster than the car. marine layers over everything. I wanted to stop, but it still feels pretty. Oh. Come on, bouncy bouncies. Enough with the bouncy bouncies.
Another example of me mispronouncing everything, I think this is Peninsula rainforest. There was a great big tree and just a beautiful rainforest that we were going to check out, but the road started getting a little rough and we decide that we're just going to head back to the main road.
Man, this is beautiful.
I'm fully aware that one of my faults is I tend to show too much of the driving, and again, it's kind of blown out by GoPro having a hard time with the light. I just like showing it because you're going to do a lot of driving. Please forgive me. Because of the GoPro stuff, I decided to leave in this segment of video that wasn't run through GoPro Studio. And maybe it's better, maybe it's worse. It's hard for me to tell. The last bit was with GoPro Studio editing, and this part again is without it. So there is a difference. It's just with lighting, it's tough.
I think we're looking for a beach place. I don't know if it's a specific one she knows.
And back to using editor, and I was just having a tough time on this video trying to decide which looked better, and I tried not to speed it up too fast so you can still see.
God, that was bad. Hold together, Eddie. We only got 2,500 more miles to go.
Sometimes the bumps are so bad it makes my lapel mic on the GoPro Black make noise, and if you've held on this long, you're almost to the beautiful Ruby Beach.
Ruby Beach. Oh, take that off there. We're here. I made the turn. GoPro, stop recording. This is Ruby Beach. It's packed.
I had to wait for half the world to turn in there and then find some parking, but this is the part of Washington I've been so wanting to see. It's just glorious. This spot was just so beautiful. I felt like a kid in a candy store. I was so excited to finally get to see this.
It could have been a nightmare getting out of there, but it wasn't too bad. Just a hill.
So that's the end of part one. Part two is going to be this beautiful lake crescent. I hope you have a great and wonderful day.